What's up, DIYers? Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. We are working on a GE electric version laundry center washing machine. In today's video, the proper and safe way on how to replace your motor belt. Let's get started. DIYers making our way to our laundry center, and we have a GE model, and we have the electric version as opposed to the gas version. And again, we are going to focus on the lower portion of the laundry center where the washing machine is. We're going to remove that front panel, go down below, and again, replace the washing machine motor belt. Taking a closer look at the laundry center, and again, here is the lower portion where the washing machine is. We need to remove this front panel, and in our case, and likely in your case, you have two little tension lock tabs, one here and here, and you can get close with your eye and take a better look in between this little seam here where the two panels meet. And DIYers, it may look like a lot or too much, but this is the tool that I use and it works perfectly. Down below in the comment section as well as the description section will be a link on where to purchase this. And all I do is line up the tool with the tension lock tabs and see how that pops it out very finely. Just like that. Down below you have additional tabs, and you're going to carefully allow the panel to shift toward you and pull up and fully remove it. And we now have much better access to the entire inner portion of the washing machine. There is the washing machine tub there, the drain pump, and down below is the motor and belt. Coming down below to a closer look, and again, there is the washing machine motor and the belt directly underneath it, as you can see. And our belt is still good. It has not snapped. However, it's almost 12 years old, and we are going to remove it and replace it with a new one before it snaps. And you can see the gears or pulleys in this section here. Again, there is the motor, and if I move it carefully, you can see that the belt moves. And to the opposite side, as you see, you can see what it loops into and around. From here, I will position the camera and show you how to carefully remove it in the event that yours is still good. However, if yours has already snapped, it's likely that it is laying on the bottom portion of the machine, and you just pull it out and install the brand new one. At this point, I've got the camera positioned just to the right of the lower washing machine motor, and again, our belt has not snapped, and we want to replace it before it ends up snapping at a very inconvenient time for us. Again, it's about 12 years old. And I will do my absolute best not to get in your way. I'm coming in with my left hand. I'm going all the way back to the rear pulley, and I'm going to grab a hold of it and basically lock it in place. And I'm going to come in with my right hand and use my thumb to push down on the belt right here where it basically feeds into the insert on the rear pulley. And as I push down on that belt, I'm going to simultaneously rotate this rear pulley counterclockwise, keeping that constant pressure in the downward manner on the belt. And as this rotates counterclockwise, it's going to feed out of the insert on this rear pulley, and I can basically remove it. So again, I'm going to push down with my thumb right here, and using my left hand, rotate it counterclockwise. And as you can see, the belt itself is beginning to be removed from the actual insert of that rear pulley. And by shifting it or rotating it counterclockwise, the belt is really beginning to become disconnected from that insert. And just be careful, check that out. You can see, again, downward pressure right there. And keep feeding it all the way back. And from there, it's basically off. Look at that. There it is. Carefully pull it out. Taking a step back and out, and again, there is the just removed belt. And again, in your case, yours is likely snapped. However, ours is not. We wanted to replace it before it snapped. And as far as the exact replacement part number, go across the entire belt until you see the numbers. In our case, there it is. And down below in the comments and description will be a link on the exact OEM replacement belt. We may have an additional aftermarket option for you. DIY's new belt is here, and time to install it. We are back inside the washing machine enclosure, and again, we are going to reverse the steps. And if you remember, during the removal process of the belt, we rotated that rear pulley counterclockwise to allow that belt to be fed off of the inner insert. However, with the install process, we are going to rotate that rear pulley clockwise, and that's going to help us feed on the belt and into the slot of that rear pulley. In addition, we now have better views of the lower motor pulley, and as I feed this belt in, again, I'll do my best not to get in your way, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to actually insert it inside this pulley first, as shown here, and I'm basically going to use my right pointer finger and press it in place. I'm going to use my left hand to come all the way back, and on the rear side back here, I am seating the belt inside the slot, and I'm going all the way around as far as I can, basically to the 12, maybe 1 o'clock position. And at this point, there's enough tension on the belt where I can release the pressure here and use my right hand to go back to that rear pulley and feed that belt up onto the pulley and into that slot as I use my left hand to rotate that pulley clockwise. And again, I'm going to do my best not to get in your way. And I'm using my right fingers, and I'm pulling up as I'm using my left hand to rotate that pulley clockwise. And you can see it's starting to come on, and there it goes. And before moving on, what I recommend doing is ever so carefully rotating the belt and pulleys a few revolutions to ensure that the pulley, both on the rear and front, are not bound up. They're rotating freely, as you see here, and the belt itself is in the entire slot portions of the pulley, both rear pulley and front pulley. As you see right there, again, just be careful as you do this. You don't want to hurt yourself. Camera now in position on the left-hand side of the enclosure, and again, I'm going to rotate the belt just to ensure that the belt rotates freely inside the pulley slots, and the pulleys themselves are rotating freely. And again, if all looks good, you can re-secure the front panel, plug the unit back in, and run a test cycle. In our case, everything looks good. Coming out of the enclosure and DIY scrolling above right now, as well as down below in the comments and description, will be a link on how to properly and safely replace your drain pump. In addition to that, check the video links out. We have several helpful video links, both repairing several things on our dryer, as well as our washing machine and water inlet inside there and control board. Definitely check those out. And again, right here, when it comes time here shortly to reinstall the front panel, you have these 2 little hooks or tabs. You have to align the panel properly. And in that case, you just shift it up and lock it in place. And to a close-up view of the tension tab inside there. Coming in with the front panel, again, lowering it onto those tabs and carefully shifting it up and aligning the front panel with the tabs and just pressing it in place. Just like that. Take a step back, and again, the front panel is secure. From here, just carefully restore electrical power to the system by plugging the power cord back in and inserting clothes in the washing machine and running a cycle. In the event that your washer bowl or agitator does not spin at that point, chances are it's the motor. In DIYers, I'll be honest, that's a very uncommon thing to happen. In most cases, or if not always, it's a snap belt. So you've got a new belt, hopefully that solves your issue. From here, do us a favor, below the video, you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching.